Hello, my name is Allison Lindsay, and I obviously attend the University of South Florida, but I'm a second-year student majoring in speech and language pathology with a minor in gerontology. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my story, along with leadership, and kind of how I've come to my definition of leadership. And I think that starts with finding your first passion. My first passion ever was cheerleading. I cheered all throughout middle school and elementary school, and I was obsessed with cheerleading, and it was the first opportunity I had to explore what it was like to work on a team, to work towards a goal with a big group of people, and I loved it. I loved every part about it, and also in middle school, I had the opportunity to share my story for the first time in youth group, and through youth group, I found a lot of my values, a lot of the things that I believe in, and I was incredibly nervous the first time sharing my story. I didn't think that I had anything important to say or anything to give back to those around me, but that led me to leading a 6th grade girls Bible study when I was in 8th grade. And being there and leading these girls in a small room, it was about 6 or 7 girls, it was the first time that I really felt like I could impact people in a positive way, because these girls looked up to me, and I was really excited to be a leader and positively influence them. And so coming into high school, I tried out for the cheerleading team, and that brings me to my first failure, because it was a big passion of mine. I did not make the team, but I didn't let what I couldn't do stop me from what I can do. And failure is such an important part of leadership, and owning that failure and moving forward and finding bigger and better opportunities to explore is what I did. I joined the girls golf team, I was involved in ROTC, and I was involved in theater. And through each of these experiences, they really shaped me to be who I am today, and I loved each of these experiences. And so this is when I discovered, through being very involved, how important it is to participate with passion. My senior year of high school, I tried to quit ROTC, or the leadership position I had, and my instructor refused to allow me. He was like, "You have to stay in this position, you need this title, we don't have anyone else to fulfill this position." And that really hurt my heart and my growing abilities and my leadership abilities, because it spread me so thin. I wasn't able to give what I was passionate about to cheerleading, or not to cheerleading, to golf and art, and theater. And so coming to college, I promised myself that I was not going to spread myself too thin. So I wanted to join orientation as soon as I came to college, but I took a baby step in joining Greek life. And joining Greek life gave me confidence and my first family at USF, but I didn't join Greek life for the stereotypical reasons. I joined Greek life for the leadership and the values and the incredible experience it is to feel a part of something bigger than you are. And so when I did eventually come through orientation, you learn about your strengths, and mine are individualization, restorative, belief, harmony, and relator. And when I read these, I definitely teared up. I also teared up when I got the 3rd round, because this was such a big goal for me and I finally achieved it. And so that leads me to my mom and dad. Restorative is one of my favorite strengths of mine, and probably made me cry the most when I read, because my parents are divorced. That's why they are in different pictures, and they don't get along, they don't talk to each other, and I was constantly having to restore their relationship while I was growing up. And when I was growing up, this was a really big burden on me, but I had my rocks and my inspiration to always make me feel calm and stable. And so my inspiration are definitely my grandparents. Like I said, I cried when I got to the 3rd round. I cried when I read my strengths. I'm gonna cry when I talk about my grandparents, because they are like the reason why I am who I am today. Those are my mom's parents, and they're the reason why I want to be a speech and language pathologist. They really have shaped me to be who I am, and I love them for that, because it's important to find your rocks and your stability and those people that you can go to can encourage you. And so I really want to be a speech pathologist because of them, and that brings me to why I became an orientation team leader. I was the girl at orientation who's like, "Oh my god, a bull breakout, yeah! Learn about orientation." Orientation was the spark that I needed to feel incredibly confident in coming to this university, because deciding between colleges is incredibly overwhelming, and at orientation I felt at home and I felt very excited to come to USF. And so that brings me to my definition of leadership. I think throughout this process, I didn't really know what my definition of leadership was until I really did this presentation and had to really reflect and think on it. And it's really 3 words encompass it: do, be, and give. And leaders inspire themselves and others to do, be, and give, and become more than they ever thought possible. And I really think that this is what I hope to grow into being, and this is what I hope to bring to the team. And because leadership is always growing and always improving yourself, and I hope to do, be, and give back to the team and my first-year students more than I was when I came to USF. So, thank you.